I'm going to keep working to end the war in Gaza, bring home all the hostages, and bring peace and security to the Middle East and end this war. We're also working around the clock to bring home Americans being unjustly detained all around the world. You know, we've come so far since my inauguration. On that day, I told you, as I stood in that winter, we stood in a winter of peril and a winter of possibilities. Peril and possibilities. We were in the grip of the worst pandemic in the century, the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. But we came together as Americans, and we got through it. We emerged stronger, more prosperous, and more secure. Today we have the strongest economy in the world, creating nearly 16 million new jobs, a record. Wages are up. Inflation continues to come down. The racial wealth gap is the lowest it's been in 20 years. We're literally rebuilding our entire nation, urban, suburban, rural, and tribal communities. Manufacturing has come back to America. We're leading the world again in chips and science and innovation. We finally beat Big Pharma after all these years to lower the cost of prescription drugs for seniors. And I'm going to keep fighting to make sure we lower the cost for everyone, not just seniors. More people have health care today in America than ever before. And I signed one of the most significant laws helping millions of veterans and their families who are exposed to toxic materials. You know, the most significant climate law ever in the history of the world. The first major gun safety law in 30 years. And today, the violent crime rate is at a 50-year low. We're also securing our border. Border crossings are lower today than when the previous administration left office. I've kept my commitment to appoint the first black woman to the Supreme Court of the United States of America. I also kept my commitment to have an administration that looks like America and be a president for all Americans. That's what I've done. I ran for president 4 years ago because I believed and still do that the soul of America was at stake. The very nature of who we are was at stake. And that's still the case. America's an idea. An idea stronger than any army, bigger than any ocean, more powerful than any dictator or tyrant. It's the most powerful idea in the history of the world. That idea is that we hold these truths to be self-evident. We're all created equal, endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights: life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. We've never fully lived up to it, to this sacred idea, but we've never walked away from it either. And I do not believe the American people will walk away from it now. In just a few months, the American people will choose the course of America's future. I made my choice. I've made my views known. I would like to thank our great Vice President Kamala Harris. She's experienced, she's tough, she's capable. She's been an incredible partner to me and a leader for our country. Now the choice is up to you, the American people. When you make that choice, remember the words of Benjamin Franklin hanging on my wall here in the Oval Office, alongside the busts of Dr. King and Rosa Parks and Cesar Chavez. When Ben Franklin was asked, as he emerged from the convention going on, whether the founders have given America a monarchy or republic, Franklin's response was, a republic, if you can keep it. A republic, if you can keep it. Whether we keep our republic is now in your hands. My fellow Americans, it's been the privilege of my life to serve this nation for over 50 years. Nowhere else on earth could a kid with a stutter, from modest beginnings in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Claymont, Delaware, one day sit behind the resolute desk in the Oval Office as President of the United States. But here I am. That's what's so special about America. We're a nation of promise and possibilities, of dreamers and doers, of ordinary Americans doing extraordinary things. I've given my heart and my soul to our nation, like so many others. I've been blessed a million times in return with the love and support of the American people. I hope you have some idea how grateful I am to all of you. The great thing about America is here, kings and dictators do not rule, the people do. History is in your hands. The power is in your hands. The idea of America lies in your hands. We just have to keep faith, keep the faith, and remember who we are. We're the United States of America, and there's simply nothing beyond our capacity when we do it together. So let's act together, preserve our democracy. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you.
आपने गुफ्तगू सुनी अमरीकी सदर की। उनका कहना है कि जमहूरियत का दिफा सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है, मजबूती के लिए काम किया उन्होंने हमेशा से जमहूरियत के लिए, और उनका ये कहना था कि मुल्क को मुत्तहिद रखने का बेहतरीन रास्ता ये कि क़यादत नई नस्ल को मुंतकिल की जाए। और कराची के इलाके बलोच कॉलोनी पर ऑयल टैंकर उलटने का वाकया, टैंकर के नीचे दबी कार से लाश को निकाल लिया गया। फायर ऑफिसर का ये कहना है कि लाश की शनाख्त असद के नाम से हुई है। टैंकर को सड़क से हटाए जाने तक फायर ब्रिगेड अमला मौजूद रहेगा। इसी बारे में मजीद बता रहे हैं वहां मौजूद जियो न्यूज के नुमाइंदे कमरली मस्तूरी।
जी, बलोच कॉलोनी पुल पर टैंकर उलटने से टैंकर के नीचे दबने वाली जो कार है उसे हेवी मशीनरी की मदद से जो है वो टैंकर के नीचे से हटा दिया गया है। एक शख्स की लाश निकली है कार में से, जिसकी शनाख्त जो है वो रेस्क्यू काम के मुताबिक असद के नाम से हुई है। ताहम ऑयल टैंकर को अभी तक जो है वो बलोच कॉलोनी पुल से नहीं हटाया गया, क्योंकि ऑयल टैंकर में जो है वो ऑयल मौजूद है। रेस्क्यू काम का कहना है कि जब तक ऑयल टैंकर को खाली नहीं किया जाता तब तक जो है इसे यहाँ से नहीं हटाया जा सकता। रेस्क्यू काम के मुताबिक अगर ऑयल टैंकर खाली किए बगैर यहाँ से हटाया जाएगा तो किसी नुकसान का जो है वो खदशा है, इसलिए पहले ये खाली होगा, उसके बाद जो है इसे हटाया जाएगा। बलोच कॉलोनी पुल के दोनों ट्रैक जो है ट्रैफिक के लिए ताहाल बंद हैं। इस वक्त रेस्क्यू टीमें मौके पर मौजूद हैं। ताहम रेस्क्यू टीमों का कहना है कि जब तक जिले इंतजामिया ऑयल टैंकर को खाली नहीं कराते तब तक जो है ऑयल टैंकर को यहाँ से नहीं हटाया जा सकता।
अब आप देख सकेंगे प्रोग्राम कैपिटल टॉक।